Hello, hi, good evening. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, my name is Garrison from Singapore, and today is already the 26th of September, and the last week of September already. And today is a Monday, so welcome to a Monday evening. So, how are you guys with your Monday blues for the whole of the day? Right, the time now is 6:33, and I'm like kind of like 3 minutes late. Yeah, so yeah, as usual with some random technical issues and connections and stuff like that. So that's why it's a slight delay. But nevertheless, we are live now. So yep, and yeah, I think today is like it's getting a little dark. So that's why lighting wise is still pretty okay now. But I'm not too sure about say 20 minutes later how will the lighting conditions be. But anyway, just let me go through the usual stuff. Let me see, just give me a moment. Yep, just fire up my dashboard. Right, so welcome to the stream. There are two ways in which you can actually communicate with me in this live stream. One is using the chat function itself, where you type in all your questions, comments, and feedbacks and stuff like that, opinions, in the chat function itself, in the chat box. And I will look through them and I will answer them within the stream itself, right? Or alternatively, what you can do is you can actually talk to me live on air itself. Basically, what you can do is you can actually head over to my Twitch profile, look for this link that says Discord. So if let's say you're a Discord so-called you have a Discord account, you can actually join my server and then join the voice channel that says live on air, and I'm inside already inside right now. So just click on it and then turn on your microphone and we can actually talk to each other live on air, right? Or if let's say you don't have a Discord account and you'd like to talk to me, you can also join the Discord itself. You can create an account, it's totally free. Yep. So there you go. Right. I'm heading over to East Coast now. Uh, yeah. So probably what I'm gonna do is I think I'm probably using the small road itself. Yeah. So yep, I will be skipping the expressway and then let's go by the normal usual main roads itself. Right. Okay. So coming back. Yeah, that's all about the live stream itself. If let's say you're watching this as a replayed so-called replayed stream or recorded stream and stuff like that, either on Twitch or YouTube. Yeah, feel free to leave your comments as well. We will go through them. And what else? Yeah. So normally you will see more of my past videos on YouTube because Twitch has got only 7 days of so-called keeping of storage itself. Yeah. And let's see what other things. Yeah, if let's say you'd like to communicate with me via my other social media handle itself, feel free to do so. I've also attached my Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok on my Twitch profile itself. Right. So yeah, there are many ways in which you can actually reach out to me. Oh yeah, by the way, if let's say you're trying to private message me or text me on the social media handle itself, please do let me know you actually found me on my Twitch live stream so that at least I know that you're a viewer, and then it's like it's not so awkward. Otherwise, yeah, I've a couple of private messages that I don't know who they are, and then they didn't really explain much. And after a while, then I realized that it's actually more of like a scam or something like that. Yeah, right. So yeah, I think that should be good enough. Then let's see. So now I'm trying to. Yep, traffic is pretty heavy on a weekday, so it seems like everything is back to normal. back to, I don't think it's really back to pre-COVID normal itself, but yeah, it's actually definitely more than, you know, the usual ones we've been actually, the usual traffic flow that we've been actually used to during the heightened alerts or, you know, during the COVID period itself. Right, so with that, I think yesterday we talked about the topics, so we have already covered on the topic for last week and the week before, which is on the Apple products. So this week, yesterday, I think, is it yesterday? No, yesterday did I stream? I didn't stream. I think I streamed on Sat. Okay, I stream on Sunday. Yeah, I streamed yesterday. I did stream on Saturday. It's so confusing. But anyway, yeah. So actually, I wanted to talk about has everything gone after, like, you know, after this it's been like after a while, after we have actually reopened, especially in Singapore itself, we have reopened and things are like trying to get back to the norm. So yeah, so in your opinion, has everything gone back to normal yet, or yeah, has it improved, or, you know, what are your observations? So basically, it's like what I'm trying to say is, after all this while, do you think that we have actually kind of like gone back to pre-COVID days, or like um yeah, actually I'm quite disturbed by the traffic in front because there are a lot of cars and they are like cutting one another, so hopefully everyone is alert and there's no accident. Right, so yeah, looking at the image just now, that's why I don't exactly like to do late evening so-called live stream or night live stream, because um, due to lighting conditions, sometimes the picture can be a bit too dark, and most of the time I'm illuminated by red lights, which are the brake lights from the vehicle in front. So yeah, don't worry, there's nothing wrong with your phone or with your TV or with your, you know, whichever medium they're actually watching this live stream. It's just that the brake lights are casted on my face itself. Right. Uh, yeah. So let's just continue. Like, you know, if let's say there's anyone have any things to talk about, to discuss and stuff like that, feel free to, you know, to type in, to actually to, you know, share with me and stuff like that. Then we can actually use that as today's topic. Or yeah, otherwise, then if you stick by so-called our kind of like default topic, it will be like, you know, has everything recover, regain to the usual pre-COVID days and stuff like that. Right. Okay, there's a vehicle broken down. That's why. Right. So, mm, anyway, let me see. Yeah, nothing so far. So, right. Let's see. This weekend there's the Singapore Grand Prix. So, I suppose if let's say if I do streaming probably later part of the week itself, then you might notice some of the roadblocks and stuff like that. Right. So at the moment, I think the teams are actually arriving, materials and stuff like that are actually, you know, equipments and stuff are actually arriving into the paddock area already. So they are like probably getting things ready and to set up the individual pit lanes and stuff like that. And then to set up the cars for Friday, the first free practice. And also, if I'm not wrong, yeah, I understand that W Series is also here. So yeah, we actually have got uh, female drivers who are actually competing in the female categories. So it's something that is actually pretty nice to have, right? And yeah, it's all about equality and stuff. And it's a right step in the right direction. Hmm. Okay, so I'm trying to go. that means to say I'm cutting through, yeah, maybe, yeah, I'll cut through the CBD, then I will end up in the city area, then I'll probably take, uh, yeah, I'll avoid the expressway totally and try to go by the main roads. Yeah. Okay. Um, what other things can I talk about? Yeah, pretty much it. Uh, yeah, I think in terms of let me see, yeah, in terms of private messaging and stuff like that, yeah, I think I would like to thank everyone for reaching out and then trying to, get in touch with me and stuff like that. Yep. Uh, let's see. Yeah. So that's what I want to say. And yeah, there are a few um, kind people who would like to. Yeah, I mean, we can actually work out on certain collaborations and stuff like that, but we'll see how it goes because I'm not exactly a very influential type of people, so I think you don't get to stand to get too much from having me. But then the thing is that if let's say you require any technical aspect of support and stuff like that, yeah, definitely I can actually be of assistance, right? So yeah, looking forward to see what can be, what can unfold, and yeah. So I mean, if I look at it currently, the traffic itself in terms of the cars on the roads is there's actually much more, like especially after office hours, like now. It's definitely not as packed as pre-COVID days. You can actually see that there are a lot of people crossing the roads. There are a lot of people going back to the office, going to work and stuff like that. Yeah, the streets are actually much busier as compared to before, so it's a good sign. And we'll see how everything unfolds. Mm, right. So as you can see, it's actually getting a little bit more darker, and I reckon by 7 o'clock, yep, you'll be better off listening to a podcast than watching this live stream. Yeah, I don't have I don't have the permit to use lightings in the cars to actually do a live stream while driving. So what I can do is I can just make use and make do with whatever lighting that I have. Yeah. So yeah, I'm using the iPhone 13 Pro Max, so I think it's actually pretty alright. But I understand there's a 14 Pro Max with a 12 megapixel and with more light entering. That's why I think it's going to be slightly better, but unfortunately I cannot afford it right now because my how should I put it? The work commitment itself is not as fantastic as the yesteryears. So that's why I can actually do have this 13 Pro Max when it launched last year to actually support some of the projects I've been doing. But right now, looking at it, I can't really justify for the 14 Pro Max at the moment to captivate the 48 megapixel and stuff like that. So I just give it a miss and then we'll see how it goes. Probably maybe later part of the year there are jobs coming in and stuff like that. Then I can actually make full use of the 14 Pro Max, right? But so far so good now. Yeah, righty. Oh yeah, probably be driving along. Oh, is the road closed? I'm not too sure. Are they closed today? Yeah, maybe. I thought of like driving like across and then maybe you can actually see the lightings and stuff like that. I'm not too sure. Is it are the road closed today for the track? If so, then probably have to do a detour. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so right now, um, yeah, I think there's backing up of traffic, so I'm not too sure if that stretch of road that is actually along the Fullerton Hotel side, are they closed? Because they are also part of the track, right? Let's see, if let's say it is still open today and it's probably closed from tomorrow, then probably can still drive under the floodlights to see how are the lightings. Yep. Otherwise, then you have to make a detour to go somewhere else. I see a lot of police cars. Probably the track is closed. Yep. I mean, yeah, another topic can be about this Formula One thing. Are you affected by the road closures and stuff like that? Yeah, I'm sure if let's say for a lot of the locals, especially those who are working, they might be inconvenienced by the road closure itself. Uh, yeah. And speaking of which, in terms of street circuit, there's Singapore, there's also Monaco, and then Monaco has been doing that for many, many years. But of course, if you're talking about the differences, there are a lot of people working over here, over at Monaco itself. I think in terms of maybe in terms of the density and stuff like that, it's not so bad. But the track itself in Singapore is right smack in the city center where yeah, it's actually there's a lot of activities and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm not sure how to make a fair comparison though. But yeah, it is as it is. So right now we are still moving, so it's still not so bad. I believe it is still open the track unless I see there are blockages later on, right? So so far so good. Yeah, so far so good at the moment. Yep, we can actually run on the track. Yep, so be prepared to actually catch the lights. So you have been viewing, you have been watching my live stream, right? So this is the moment that we can actually, right? So under this ERP entry, the next one, here we go. Right, wow, you can see I'm so much better lit now, right? You can actually see the lightings. Yeah. So, yep, it's day and night. Of course, it's just only a segment of the track itself, and the track goes to the other side and then goes back to the main streets. Yeah. Everything is ready. The brands and the sittings, yeah, all done up. I suppose they are actually closing. I'm not too sure when is the actual closure, but can I still travel in front? Yeah, I believe so. Yep. Right. So that is the lighting condition. So as we are now leaving the stretch of lights, yep. Then we are also going through the other stretch because if you notice the Singapore circuit itself, there's a place where it meets. It's actually like a two section of the track on the opposite side. So this is another segment with the lights before, well actually in terms of the racetrack, this is actually the opposite direction. That's coming underneath the Suntec City, the Marina Square area. So on the right hand side is where the race cars will come and then they will make a left turn. Right, so right now we are back to normal street lamps and you can actually see how bad the lighting is. I'm actually going dark again. Right, so the time now is coming close to 7, it's 6:53 to be precise. Alright, and yeah, that's about it. That's how I actually cut through the F1 track, which is still open now with the lightings, right? So, hmm, okay. So is anyone coming to Singapore to watch the Grand Prix? Yeah, if so, you can actually drop me a message. Right. Okay, so now let's come back to what we have. We are like, yeah, almost 21 minutes into the stream, and yep, there's no one in. So, so sometimes I'm wondering, should I continue to do live stream or should I just do normal, or should I just cut down to like maybe once a month, once a week, that kind of thing? Yeah, or I don't know, still thinking, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. But in terms of the response and stuff like that, definitely, I think for the past 1 month or so, there is no actual live engaging so far. Not live, as in live stream um, engaging so-called viewers. So yeah, so it's all along pretty quiet, and most of the time I'm trying to talk to myself and try to get things up. So yeah. Anyway, yep. If you like to, to share more and then to let me know whether should I continue and stuff like that, just feel free to let me know. Just drop me a message at my other social media handles, and yeah. Right. So I think, yep, after the right turn, I'll be almost at the East Coast already. So yeah, we'll give it another, say, about 3 minutes. When we hit probably 7, then we will probably call it day. Right. So that's for the live stream for today. The topic is actually on. Hmm, Now that this Formula One thing is here, I'm not sure if should I talk about the Formula One thing now, or I think I should. So I think the topic for this week has changed to, has the Singapore Grand Prix affected you in any ways? If you're local, then probably it's about the inconvenience of the road closures and stuff like this. And if let's say you're living outside Singapore, like does it appeal to you to make you come to Singapore, or what's your impression of Singapore and stuff like that? Right. I think that will make a good topic itself. So I think about the COVID-19 reopening and the state of condition, I think I'll leave that to next week. Mm, Yeah. So at least I've got a topic for this week. I've got a topic for next week. Yeah. That's very that's very good. Right. So moving on. Um, yep. Okay. So 6:57. So let's hang on for a couple of minutes. Then, yep. If let's say there's nothing else, then I will just end the stream and call it a day. Right. Actually, it's definitely getting darker. But from what I can see from my monitor itself, the live stream camera monitor is still pretty okay for now. I would suppose any darker, then yeah, then it will be quite bad already. So now it's still pretty okay. Right. Okay, and the red light itself. Okay, nope, nothing on the dashboard. Right, so no. Okay, right. So I think, yeah, since it's a red light here, I might as well end off the stream over here. The time now is 6:59, coming close to 7. So, yep, have a good evening, have a good dinner. Um, that's all for Monday, and hope you have a good week ahead. So, thank you so much for watching um, live for as a replay, and I see you at the next time I come online. All right, bye.